to the front. Alright, boys and girls. So, freak, bro. I'm actually so pissed off at myself right now. You have no idea. Like, I'm just throwing my future away right now. And it's literally in front of my face. And I'm so, like, upset about it right now. I'm not even gonna lie. So, a couple of things. I don't know exactly what day it is. But obviously, we have my chopped white hair right now. Because for whatever reason, I decided to dye my hair freaking platinum white. And now I've, like, cut it a little bit so that it can grow out more. And I have more dark spots than light spots. And now it just looks worse. And on top of that, like I just started getting like some sort of a flu or a cold or a fever the other day. And I woke up this morning at like 10 a.m., which is the time I wanted to wake up regardless. But I woke up and I could not go back to sleep because I had a headache. I was just very hot. And I have a runny nose, stuffy nose, you know. And I mean, headache, cough, all of that. It's just terrible. And so I'm feeling very sick right now. And so I don't know exactly what to blame it on, but it's gotten the worst it's been, obviously this morning. And it started probably like, oh my gosh. I almost just ran over a bunny, but I didn't hear a bump, so I think we're good. Anyways, though, so yeah, I'm just kind of like in a bad position. I think that the cough and sore throat probably started on like 2 days ago. Anyways, it's currently like 12:20 right now at night. Tomorrow, I guess it's technically a Monday right now. Tomorrow was Monday. My dad and my brother have work. I do not. My mom is obviously going to stay up a little bit late because she likes to do that regardless, but she's going to want to stay home. My Find My location is still technically currently off because Noah told me that if I turn it from like only like track while using versus like always allow, that, you know, it would only give the last location when I was on the app. So if I just like make my last location that like I open the app inside of my house and then I never open it again, it'll say like Porter was last here 7 hours ago, and it'll show I'm at the house, but I could be anywhere, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's literally 12:20 right now on a Monday, basically on a Sunday night. And my mom hasn't texted me. She might have something to tell me when I get home. But otherwise, she was in a pretty good mood today. And so is my dad. So that's amazing. I think that my mom thought that my dad got some sense knocked into me a little bit. But he didn't really. And I think my dad was just overall happy about the conversation we had. And they're just, you know, high on their toes right now. So that's kind of cool for me, you know. I'm very appreciative of that. I don't mean to say that in any negative connotation or way. But anyways... dude, I've been doing so much driving today. I woke up for church at like 10 a.m. We ended up going to the 12 o'clock ward instead of the 1:30 one. There were so many more people there, and there were just weird people there too. I ended up picking up Maggie from her house, her mom's house, and we went to church together, and then we left early because of the people and everything. And then we went to her grandparents' house, watered her grandparents' flowers, and then I just left her there, and I went to a graduation party for some neighbors we used to live next to a few years ago, and I was there for maybe like tops like 2 minutes. We took a photo together, and then I left, and I picked my girlfriend back up actually before the graduation party. And after we watered the flowers, we went to Chili's, and I spent like $55 on food. But anyways, so yeah, and then after the graduation party, there was a dead freaking something on the road, and I just was about to hit it. And after the graduation party, we just hung out, and she needed to pick up her clothes and all her stuff from her dad's house because it was Sunday, and she's gonna go back to her mom's house. And so I took her there, and I was like, yeah, like, I just don't want to get like caught up in everything because, her dad likes to talk for a while, and like, I would need her to promise me that like she could get us out of the conversation and out of everything when I'm ready. And I swear to you, we spent 2 hours in there on the couch just talking. When I thought it was gonna be like a 10-minute deal where she just went in and grabbed her clothes and came out. And like, if he was in there, I was gonna go in because it's kind of disrespectful to stay out in the car while, you know, your daughter and my girlfriend goes in there and gets your clothes and comes back out. So I told her, like, hey, if he's in there, I'll come in there, let me know. But if he's not, you can just go in and grab your clothes and come back out. And he was in there, so we went down and we talked for a while, you know, kind of some awkward small talk for a while. And then this Isaac guy came over, and he had some like weird agenda. The way he talked, like, he was overall a good guy, I think, and I liked his personality, but he's just like not my type of guy, like not my type of crowd overall. And they were just talking, and so we left, and I was a little bit frustrated, but I was not going to put the blame on her. I kind of put it on myself because I told myself I didn't want to get caught up in this, and I put myself in that position. And if I can't be mad at her if I didn't pull myself out of it, you know. So I wasn't, but I just learned my lesson. I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm just not even gonna, you know, I'm not even gonna involve myself in a situation like that again. You know, talking to her dad is different, but like, going inside their house in that situation is not going to happen again, and I'm going to be a lot more on guard. So yeah. Also, there's some freaking food in the middle of our entrance to our neighborhood. I don't know what that's about. But anyways, so yeah, and then we just hung out at my house after that for a while, and I mean, I was going to get some work done. I was going to update the program and give some little milestones and achievements for, like, you know, you've been posting videos for 1 week, or you got your first payment or whatever. I was going to, you know, input some of those, like, things to make people more motivated to continue to post and, like, realize the potential of, like, what this program could mean for them. And I just got, like, I took a Benadryl because my allergies were so bad, and my parents were making food, and so I ended up falling asleep. And so yeah, and then I woke up, and it was probably like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and we just like watched the TV for the rest of the night. And then 11:30 just went out, and I went to her house. I was gonna drop her off, but then I had my phone like kind of tilted away from her, and she could see my phone in the window, like the reflection of it, and she noticed that I was on Taco Bell app. And she's like, oh my gosh, are you serious? You're going to go to Taco Bell for this? Just take me. And I was like, all right, fine. So she got her bags, her 3 bags that she carried to my house. She put them inside. We went to Taco Bell. And we went to a better Taco Bell this time. This Taco Bell is only like a mile farther, technically. It feels a lot farther because you have to get on the highway. But it's only like a mile farther. And it's just way better service. It's way cleaner, in my opinion. I mean, I don't see the inside of it, but the overall building itself looks like more modern, and the assistants look like they're actually taking care of themselves. And so I got food there, and then I dropped her back off at her house. Her brother's really into fishing right now, so he's been picking up a few bait captures or whatnot, and I asked my girlfriend to ask her brother, you know, to show me the rod and the reel that he just got, because apparently he was happy to show it to my girlfriend, his sister, and I was just curious about it. Also, I think I have an SLX baitcaster here in the garage that I just do not use, and I think it might be a good idea to give that to him, because why not? It's a pretty nice reel, and it's a baitcaster, and I know he probably hasn't bought a whole lot of anything, and definitely not anything super expensive, and an SLX baitcaster is pretty spendy, so I'm not going to give him a Corrado or anything, but I'm never going to use that bait caster for myself, really. So anyways, I did get that Taco Bell, and now I'm home, and it's 12:24 now. I'm going to go inside, and Monday will mark the first day that I really lock in. I've been telling myself as soon as my cousin leaves, I'm going to lock back in, and then like, oh, as soon as this happens, and then somehow a grad party gets invited onto it, and then out of nowhere it's Sunday, and you remember you have to go to church. I woke up at 10 a.m., bro, and I went to church, and then I went to Water Flowers for my girlfriend, and then I went to go to a grad party, and it was just a whole thing back to back to back. And I just know, like, when I'm with my girlfriend, I'm not going to be efficient with anything, so I kind of need to stay away from her. But at the same time, I feel like that's a little bit unreasonable, because I'm pretty much gone in Idaho for, like, the rest of that year, and into my senior year on August 5th of this summer, which is in less than 2 months, and I feel like I should be soaking in and enjoying all the time with her this summer as I can, not like pushing her away for like successful benefits from myself in the future. So also, what's actually crazy is like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I stopped posting my content across all the accounts daily, and I sent my first batch of like 30 DMs, And then like it's literally been like 2 or 3 weeks since I've sent DMs again, which is crazy because that's really the thing that moves the needle as far as getting people into the creator program. And I just haven't done it because I haven't finished the actual program, and I didn't have the script for the VSL video to make, and I didn't also have a DM to send. So it was just complicated. But now we have the script made, we have the DM made, the program's pretty much there. All we need to do is update it in a few different ways and then publish it as the most recent version, and go in and like revise all the photos, make sure that everything looks professional in the current published version of the program. And then at that point, all I need to do is like send the DMs and just get responses from people every day, and it should be pretty smooth. You know, like I can imagine like all you need to do is scroll on your phone, find people, favorite those videos, and then you go in on your laptop, go to your profiles, favorites, and you just go through and message all these people 50 times. And that's like, it'll probably take like an hour and a half if you're doing it not too fast. And that's your whole days of work. And all you need to do at that point is just respond to people. And then throughout the rest of the day, you can just do whatever and just scroll on your phone to find more people for the following day. But, you know, 50 people a day for a few days is a lot of people. And there's a lot of people you could get inside the program. So, you know, there's definitely some changes and some fixes that I'm going to want to make to the program once I have a few people ran through it, to just fix efficiency with certain details and things that I want to fix. But, like, other than that, like right now, with the current idea and mindset that I have about this program, it's pretty much where I think it needs to be in order to be pretty good and successful. So I'm happy about it. But anyways, I do kind of have that cold and flu, whatever you want to call it, still. So I'm going to go back upstairs to my Taco Bell. I'll take a shower, clean my room a little bit, and then I'll probably put on my noise-canceling headphones and a hoodie and get on my laptop and start updating the program. Maybe even make that VSL video and follow the script. Maybe just for practice, if not even just the real thing. And then I'll text my girlfriend, I'll go to bed, and Monday will arrive, and hopefully I'll wake up around 10 a.m. and I can start the day early again. One of my biggest things that I think will really help me this summer is I'm not going to necessarily tell my girlfriend to like go away. You know, I'm not going to tell her like, hey, I don't want to spend time with you so I can focus on this, because I feel like that's wrong. I feel like I'm going to spend so much time in the next 2 months of doing business, like just wasting time. And for me to like waste that time when I could be using valuable time to like spend with my girlfriend is just like a waste, in my opinion. I realized like if I locked in 3 months ago and I didn't let any distractions get in between me, and I was really putting my foot down hard, like I would already have made it, and I would already be in a really good situation. And I was in a really good situation, making 2-3K a month when I was posting videos every day, and I can still be there if I want to. But it's just a matter of being summer and distractions. It's just terrible. So anyways, yeah, I don't think the answer is going to be pushing my girlfriend away. I want to see her as much as possible. I think the answer is waking up earlier and being more efficient. My parents had a talk with me last night. I'm sure you guys might have heard of it. I think it was actually this morning. No, it was yesterday morning. And it was about like sleeping in and like, you know, just disrespect and just like caring about the family and whatever. And so, yeah, I mean, I just basically was like, hey, I'm going to start waking up earlier. And so if I can wake up earlier and I can get, you know, headphones on, go outside for a little bit as whatever, maybe get some food before I actually start working, and I can be consistent and dedicated to this, I think that it makes a lot of sense for me to like actually start moving the needle pretty well. Look, I'm not a fan of like mixing in work in a busy day. You know, if I'm on a plane and I'm flying, you know, 5-6 hours one day one way, and I have 4 hours of free time, I'm not going to use that 4 hours of free time like to do work. I'm just dedicating that day as like a rest day. And, you know, or whatever, like if I have a day that I'm traveling from one place to another, if I have a week where my cousin's coming out and it's going to be impossible to stay focused, or if I have, you know, this time in Island Park where I'm out here and I have no Wi-Fi and people are doing things every day, it's going to be hard to work. And I realized in order to be the person I want to be, I have to make that work. You know, the universe is throwing situations and problems at me, and if I can't handle those problems, that's exactly why I'm not there. And I can understand that and I can realize that. But I will tell you, I'm just that type of person, and that's something I need to fix. You know, I had a couple hours in today, even right now, even guarantee you tomorrow, where I could be doing efficient work and I could be locking in and focusing, but I'm not going to be, because I feel like today's just a rest day and it's already gone as far as it has with rest. And so I just need to just give it up. That's not the answer. So I think I'm going to start blocking out time schedules in my day, like from like 12 to like 4 p.m. where I just like deep work, dark room, headphones on, you know, music playing, food next to me, doing my work, you know what I'm saying? And then the rest of the day can kind of be light work and like focusing on my girlfriend and everything else. But like I can't just dilly-dally and like find space and time in every day to like work. Like I need to dedicate a certain amount of hours and allocated time in the day for work. And that's exactly what I think I'm gonna start doing. So yeah, this will probably be my only video for tonight. But I love you guys, and I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. We're approaching 160 now, and I'm sure that the 3-month video is probably gonna come out soon as far as expectations, at least in the next 15 days or so. So anyways, peace out.